Welcome to Pub Talk, the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer buddies and bullshit. I'm Michael, and with me as always is a man who can't lie that it's nice to record a podcast during the month of July, Jeremy.
There you
If you like what you hear today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button wherever you're listening to us right now, and show us some love all over social media at Pub Talk Podcast. All right, let's get in the first round.
You know, they brew 10,000 bottles of beer a day. I drink 45 off the assembly line, and I'm the asshole.
Oh, shit. Whoops. What goes here? Oh, yeah. What are you drinking today?
I have three beers in front of me.
Right on.
I'll start with the one I'm excited about, or most excited about as far as drinking it. And that's it's from Heirloom Rustic Ales. It is Plains beer. So it's 5.2% alcohol by volume pale ale, Oklahoma pale ale. I would love to tell you more about it, but my computer's being a piece of shit and I don't have my notes in front of me. So I'll say I had it in the tap room yesterday and it was fucking delicious. So I bought a 4-pack and it's still delicious.
Yeah.
But if you want to read a paragraph about it, go to Heirloom's website, look at their tap menu. Yeah, it's got a ton of hop aroma. It's got a lot of fruit flavor coming forward. I can't put my finger on exactly what fruit, but it's fucking tasty. And yeah, just great for these hot July days.
What was it called again?
Plains beer. I gave you a can of it earlier.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Oh, right on.
It says Plains beer is our take on pale ale, brewed with mostly wheat and fermented ice cold with our house Kolsch yeast, moderately bittered and double dry hopped exclusively with fresh harvest Eureka. We were judges at the Cannabis Cup. We slept between trees in the guava orchard. We organized our thoughts on melons. We were explorers in search of the finest icebox pie. Yeah.
Okay. All of those things. It's delicious. That's all you need to know. Go get it.
Wait, did I read the wrong one? Wait, no, that's right.
That's right. I remember reading that yesterday. Yeah, and as far as the rating, this one's easily over a 4 for me. It's super fucking good.
Awesome.
And I think if people listen to the show know I'm a big fan of pale ales. And this is, I got to go pretty high. I'm going to go like a 4 point, I don't know, 5, 6.
Damn.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go get the one you got me.
I mean, I won't judge. Yeah, it's really, really fucking tasty. And it's one of these things where I'm at the tap room yesterday. I know I've got too much beer in my fridge right now that I have not been drinking quickly enough because baby. Yeah. And I still had to buy a 4-pack. I was like, damn it. I have to have some of this again. And I don't know if it'll be here the next time I make a Heirloom. So anyway, strong endorsement for me. They make a lot of great beer, but this one was really fucking tasty.
Okay, that's awesome. Now I can't wait, but I think I'm gonna make myself wait. At least through this beer.
Well, so I've also got something else in front of me here. Well, I've got a couple more things in front of me here. And I don't know what you're drinking, so if one of them is this, then stop me. But I've also got a can of Beerkserker in front of me.
I'm so excited about that beer.
From Vanessa House, brewed for the movies pop-up a couple weeks ago. And if you're not familiar, Kevin Smith's movies is the fast food restaurant chain in his movies. Yeah, it's just a hoppy lager, but it's a great summer crusher too. Really good.
I do have that one. That is the one that I have. I had to.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for bringing that one back because I was pretty fucking bummed I didn't get to go to that. And yeah, it's really good. I don't I just realized out of all the glasses I have, I don't have a Kevin Smith glass, which seems really fucking not normal. But I do have a He-Man glass, so I put it in that. Seeing as
Yeah, there you go.
showrunner for that shit on
I
Netflix.
I put it in a Big Belly Burger glass because that's the fast food chain from Flash. So
Perfect. Good stuff. I'm gonna rate mine real quick.
Yeah.
3.7. 3.7.
Okay.
3.7. It makes sense if you watch Kevin Smith stuff. Guess you
Yeah.
get 3.7 dicks.
Ah,
Might not have got as upset if it was only 3.7.
yeah. 37 is a lot more than 3.7 in a row.
Look, it is good. It's good stuff. Definitely keeping these cans.
Yeah. Um,
I'm sure you'll talk more about that after first round. Like
yeah. Yeah, we can talk more about that.
What else do you
Yeah,
have?
I'm right there with you as far as I mean, I'll just agree on the rating because it's not quite over a 4 for me, like God level or whatever. Just
Yeah.
solid beer probably has more to do that than anything. But it's really good, and I did drink 2 of these a couple weeks ago after I did yard work, and yeah, fucking yum.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I have, I was digging through the fridge earlier to bring you some beer and stuff, and I I had forgotten. I've forgotten several times that I had this beer in my bottom drawer of my fridge, and I was like, okay, I just need to bite the bullet and fucking try this thing. It's Buffalo Wangz.
I had a feeling
Do what?
I actually had when you started saying that, I had a feeling it was that fucking beer. That's funny.
Yeah.
How good is it?
Well, I haven't tasted it yet. I thought I'd do that live on the show, live. It smells like it's probably gross. And based on my other experiences with Martin House, it probably is gross. Oh,
Is it gross?
well, here's what I'm going to say about it. It tastes like buffalo wing sauce. Do I want to drink 16 ounces of buffalo wing sauce? Yeah, it's got a lot of buffalo flavor. And then as you let it sit a little bit more on your tongue, it starts to get a little bit of the sour, because it is a sour beer. A little bit of their sour base. It actually kind of tastes a little bit like their pickle beer. So they probably use the same base in both. Tastes like what it says it is, which is more than I can say for their other shit I've tried, with the exception of the pickle beer.
Good for them on that.
Yeah, this is if you want to drink a spicy ass beer, I guess this is for you. If you like buffalo wings enough to drink them, this is for you. I love me some buffalo wings. Don't really want to drink them.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever I was about to say, I don't think that I've ever just tipped back a bottle of hot sauce. And then I was like, wait a minute, but I think you have.
Well, yes, but I was very drunk.
It was 16 ounces.
It was a lot of years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as rating this,
yeah,
why? I'm not going to bother. If you're in the mood to try some weird shit, try it. Otherwise, just eat some buffalo wings.
Any idea on the ABV on the Beerkserker? I don't see that anywhere. It's like not on Untapped or on the can that I can see.
Thought it was a 5 something.
Okay, I mean that would make sense for I guess the type, but
would not swear to that, but I thought it was a 5 something.
Okay. This can's really awesome.
Oh god, I'm already getting a stomachache from that buffalo wing. Shit. Ooh. I don't even know if I can do a taster of that. Which I should. It's got the color.
Yeah. God.
that'll be all I drink of that. Oh well. Whew. Yeah.
So what's been going on? It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's probably been 3 weeks because we
2 weeks.
we skipped a week because I didn't have time, and then we were going to do last week, but technology issues prevented that.
Well, we'll talk on that for a second. I didn't have internet for 2 days, 2.5 days, and it felt fucking weird in 2021 not to have fucking internet for 2 days. Like not be able to watch anything. Got so desperate at one point and streamed a movie on my hotspot. And luckily it didn't kill the amount of data that I had. But yeah, Millie wasn't a fan of not having the internet.
I bet.
But hey,
we still keep a box of DVDs just in case. But
luckily I still have a hard drive full of movies that I somehow got that I was able to to plug into the TV and watch. But man, files get shitty after a while. And like the audio is getting all fucked up on some of the movies. But yeah, luckily it was only a couple of days. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do if the world ends, like technology goes out.
Hopefully I'll have other priorities, but I'm not sure. I might really want to binge something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess I should talk first probably about that trip down to Oklahoma City I took, which I use the term trip loosely. I was in Oklahoma City for under 2 hours, I think, but or might have been right at 2 hours. But so, everybody knows, new baby. I didn't feel comfortable being down there too long just yet. She is still under 2 months old. So I don't know. Felt like a dick move on my part to stick my wife with the baby while I went and got drunk at the CBAO festival down there. So for anyone that's wondering, yeah, you were in Oklahoma City the same day as that festival and you didn't go. What the fuck, dude? That's why. Would have had to stay the night, and just didn't seem like a good idea. There was some weather and stuff too. I wasn't confident I wouldn't have to drive back through. Anyway, so I drove down, checked out the movies pop up. It was at I'm forgetting the name of the place. Up, down, up, something like that. Some sort of video game bar, arcade bar. It was a cool little spot. I mean, it looked like it'd be pretty cool without the movies pop up. It was a bunch of arcade games and a bar and stuff like that. 2 stories. The movies thing was upstairs, but you could see, like they had kind of moved some stuff out of the way and had some arcade games covered up with stuff to put up all the clerks and movies signage. But cool spot. I got the cock smoker chicken sandwich and some onion rings, and the food was what it was. Wasn't going expecting gourmet food and didn't get gourmet food. It was a mediocre fast food chicken sandwich and mediocre fast food onion rings, but they had a little merch stand. I got the hat I'm wearing there. That does shit for the audio listeners, but you should be watching on YouTube if you're not. Actually, just fucking listen anywhere. I don't care. But yeah, I got the hat and shirt. I don't think you can really see it in the video, but I don't know. It was a cool experience. It was kind of funny because I knew I was gonna be meeting Joe and Nikki down there, who our listeners are familiar with. But I ended up running into 2 more people down there from Tulsa that I did not know were going, that were in line in front of me, and it was like, oh shit. It's just interesting, like that's obviously a very specific fan base that's willing to shell out the bucks to go to something like that.
Fuck. You didn't hear that?
I heard something.
Oh, yeah, it was my fucking alarm. That was loud.
Yeah, got the Vanessa House 6-pack, which was as much my goal in going down there as anything. Awesome that they do that. And anyway, so while I was down there, I figured I was nearby anyway. I went and checked out Fairweather Friend and had a beer there. Got to try some of the pizza, which in that way, it kind of ended up being a good thing that I didn't love the lunch at movies. Made a little room for some pizza, but yeah, man, I can't say enough good things about their space, and everyone there was really friendly, and the beer was good, and the pizza was good, and I really want to go back when I can spend more time and try more beer, and maybe I think they kind of do a different specialty pizza each day or every couple days, so yeah, it was a cool little spot, and it had rained real hard that morning, so I wasn't able to enjoy the outdoor part, but the outdoor part looked awesome. Yeah, I just can't say enough nice things about Fairweather Friend. I think if you're in the Oklahoma City area, you should make a point to check them out.
That's awesome. It's good to hear.
Yeah, and I mean, other than that, I popped over to OK Cider and bought a tacker for my collection because they had tackers on, and I felt real weird not going into Core 4 next door, but didn't have time.
Makes sense. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Right?
Burp like a motherfucker. Oh. So you actually get to eat at the pop-up? I thought you just got to pick up the food and leave. You actually got to experience being inside that place?
Yeah, I mean, they had it packaged for to go because COVID, but things have restricted or restrictions have eased enough that they were allowing a certain number of people to sit in there and eat.
Right on.
And since they were selling them, since they were selling tickets at certain time intervals, that kind of made sure it didn't get too packed.
Got you. That's right.
So yeah, I sat there and ate and looked around and shit. They were, of course, playing. I think it was Jay and Bob Strike Back. They were playing one of the movies on the TV. Might have been the first Clerks. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. And then the music that was playing was all stuff from the soundtracks.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I wonder, have you seen, do they make this like Beerkserker at all the different towns they go to? Do they partner with like another brewery at all the places?
They try to partner with a local brewery according to Kevin Smith's post, but they do a different beer each time. So this one was specific to the Oklahoma City pop-up, and I mean, he had posted about how perfect the name was, and he couldn't believe they hadn't done it before.
Right on. Okay, that's cool. Well, that makes you worry about the label art and stuff. If Vanessa,
I know. Yeah,
it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Super jealous. But shit,
yeah, no,
they'll probably
do what?
As much as that guy likes making money, he'll probably never stop doing those. So hopefully it'll come back up. Maybe want to come to Tulsa.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, fuck, do it at the Max. That place is perfect. Or something like that. Yeah, I think, but by all accounts, everybody I talked to that was there said that the Oklahoma Craft Beer Festival that happened that same day there in Oklahoma City at the ballpark downtown went really well. It was a great time. It was sort of weird seeing all the pictures of folks just like hanging out in big groups without masks and shit like that, like the good old days.
I'm seeing those good turnout. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know the final numbers, but I know that they ran out of cups during the second session. They sold out. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I saw they just did some disc golf fucking thing too.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I wanted to plug it on last week's episode, but since we had the issues we had, that didn't happen. But yeah, they just did a craft beer. I forget exactly the exact title of it, but craft beer festival / disc golf thing yesterday here in Tulsa at Chandler Park, which was another deal where number one, I didn't know anyone that was going outside of people that were working the festival, so it would have been hard for me to do a team at the disc golf thing. But I've always been kind of curious about disc golf. I've never played.
Same. I've always thought about playing it. Then
Yeah. So I'm wondering maybe next year we can put together a pub talk team and go do that. But because that's the kind of athleticism I have. I can throw a disc.
People love that fucking game, man. They get into that shit. It's insane. Yeah, but I've never done it.
Yeah. But anyway, it looked cool. They ended up having to call it early because of weather yesterday. But you know, it was one of those things too. I had about 2 hours to work with yesterday afternoon. So I did go into Tulsa and go to a couple tap rooms real fast, but I didn't have enough time to go to the festival, especially when I thought it was starting at 3.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. I will say I bought my ticket to TCBI, so I will see you motherfuckers at that one. I won't remember seeing you, very possibly, but I will be there. And that's September 11th, as we've talked about before. And I think that's kind of the next big one. I know there's the Oklahoma Born and Brewed or whatever in Oklahoma City. That's before then. I don't remember the exact date on that. And again, I don't have my notes, but you know, I'm looking forward to TCBI. That one 2 years ago was a blast, an absolute blast. I don't remember the end of that one for sure, but a lot of good beer.
Try all the beer to judge them.
Well, yeah, and everybody's bringing one-offs and shit, and it's like, what am I going to do? Not try them all? That'd be irresponsible of me as a judge. So instead, I'll just make sure I got a ride home and just do this shit.
Oklahoma Born and Brewed, Friday, August 20th at 7 p.m.
There you go.
And they are sold out.
Okay. Well, then no need to plug that, but it's happening. But yeah, you can still get tickets to TCBI, and if you get the VIP tickets, you get to vote on the beers. So fucking do it.
And have you seen fucking Mad Hopper post anything lately? Remember they've posted about coming back and then nothing. Have you seen anything lately?
I have not.
They fucking just out of nowhere yesterday tweeted 3 times from their Mad Hopper Brewing account, but it was about the UFC fight. It was 3 straight tweets about like someone throwing a fucking punch.
Oh, I bet they weren't drinking and watching the fights.
They're even watching the early prelims and tweeting about that. I'm just like, and they haven't talked about anything in like 8 months.
Well,
like that's a weird way to insert yourself back in, unless you forget to switch your accounts. you're still
maybe that's what happened.
The other one. But I like making sure I didn't miss anything on Facebook or something with them announcing.
I haven't seen anything. I mean, I certainly could have missed it, but I haven't seen anything. But speaking of new breweries, I guess, or whatever, the reason I made sure I got out and about yesterday and got to a couple tap rooms. So Heirloom was doing a bit of a fundraiser / launch party for the Boxley Brewing Company brand that's coming to, I guess, the Greenwood District or Black Wall Street, somewhere in that area. I'm not 100% sure exactly where, but it'll be Tulsa's first Black-owned brewery. So I was pretty excited by that and definitely wanted to go check it out. And they had $1 of every pour of their cream ale, the Boxley cream ale, going to help fund that tap room. So,
oh, awesome.
I didn't get to go. The cat that owns it was going to be there from 5 to 9, I think it was, and I just couldn't do it that late. So I went earlier in the day. I was sad I had to miss that because it looked like he was selling some glassware and t-shirts and stuff like that, and I certainly would have bought one to add even more support. But didn't work out. But I did get to try the beer. It was called Stay Golden. It was a cream ale. The description and whatnot said it was brewed to have like a West Coast bite, and I definitely got that off of it, but it wasn't too bitter. It was smooth. It was, crushable, as the kids say. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm not the biggest cream ale guy because that's sort of, entry level drinker, in my opinion, and stuff. Although that doesn't mean it makes sense to launch your brand with that. But I enjoyed that one quite a bit, and I hope that he made a shitload of money off of those pours yesterday.
It's good to know. You got to try to help. If he doesn't have a Twitter, the next time he does something like that, I'd like to know. Like if you find out about it, let me know a little bit if you
Okay.
get time.
I thought I texted you about it.
Yeah, you told me like the night before, and I suck with being able to get out of the house that quick.
Oh, okay.
Right now,
Okay.
because that's cool. I'm surprised he has merch and stuff. That's pretty cool.
I really wanted to get there for that part, but I mean, that was also right when it was thunderstorming last night too. And that, yeah. I don't know. I'm very excited by that. And anytime I see they're doing some sort of an event to raise money, I'm going to try to make it.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
And
the beer was good. And anyway, I can't say enough good things. Yeah, I am interested to meet him, and that'd actually be a really good one for us to have on the podcast. He didn't have to have a tap room for us to get him on the show and talk about what's going on and maybe help people, be aware. So anyway, but yeah, then from there I went over to Marshall Brewing. I hadn't been over there in a minute, and they were doing a collaboration with Huss Brewing Company out of Arizona, and it's an India Pale Lager. You don't see a ton of collaborations in Oklahoma. There's a handful of breweries that do them, and anyway, I was intrigued. The Marshall was doing one, let alone canning it. The can art's cool, done by Beerkserker. But I decided on draft because, as I mentioned earlier, I have way too much beer in the fridge right now. But I did get a draft of it. It was good. Another good summer crusher. I've never had anything bad at Marshall. I know nothing about Huss Brewing. Haven't been to Arizona since I was a kid, but it makes me intrigued if I'm ever in that area to go check them out.
Yeah. Well, I guess that'll do it for this week. Jeremy, close this motherfucker down.
That's going to do it for another episode of Pub Talk. If you like what you heard, make sure to give us a follow on social media at Pub Talk Podcast. Hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching so you never miss an episode. And find us on the web at pubtalkpodcast.com. And as always, never forget there's nothing in life too big or hard you can't handle it over a few beers with your good friends. Until next time, chill till the next episode.
Bye.